If you're black and you're watching this, if you are brown and you're watching this, if you are any race other than white, Caucasia, and you're watching this, I come in peace. And I hold your hand when I say this. How the fuck you gonna get mad at a people for acting with audacity that you gave them, as you also fight them, argue with them, beef with them, yell at them, get angry with them, project on them and everything else about an alleged power that they took from you? Give us this back. Give us this. Give us this. Give us. Why are you still begging for any motherfucking thing from any motherfucking body, as if you don't have already within your motherfucking self, with all the goddamn books that you read, with all the knowledge you know, with all the degrees you motherfucking have, with all the motherfucking church songs you know, with all the scriptures you allegedly read and understand, with all the fucking wisdom you allegedly possess, with all the fucking spirituality and connection and indigenousnessosity. How the fuck are you going to beg a motherfucker for something that allegedly your material is saying is supposed to come from the inside of you, yet you're mad that a motherfucker has an audacity? It has pissed me off to have watched myself behave like a motherfucker got power over me when I know that they don't. And then I chose to get upset at their behavior because I expected them to do something that I knew they would never do, based off of how the fuck a motherfucker had already acted. Now, of course, we're talking about generalizations here. And now we all have learned, and we can pick up that generalizations are fucking dangerous. Because it's not all white people. It's not all brown colored people. It's not all black colored people. It's not all yellow colored people. It's not all whatever the fuck. You know, shit. What I understand is it don't make no goddamn sense for you to be out here thinking that you could fight a motherfucker for rights that you already got. You're already alive. You're already here. There is something about the phrase, but they're killing us. Who the fuck is they? Who is they? Because if you're saying they are killing us and you don't incorporate yourself, you're a fraud. They are you too. You kill yourself by choosing to sit your happy ass on a phone yelling at a motherfucker. Right? Amen. Give us this. We deserve our power back. You're not even talking directly to the bitch. You're making a post. Do you really want that power that you talk about that you want, when all you do is write and talk on phones? Why don't you just be what you say you were going to be and stop hiding? It's easy to get on the phone, get on the camera, and be bold. It's a different fucking ball game to do this shit in person. I used to beat myself up for what I look like. One of my differences I've noticed personally for me is my skin appearance. Some people touch my skin, they're like, oh, your skin's really soft, smooth. And I'm like, yeah, it looks more textured than it is. However, that's just the look of my skin. That's just how my skin goes. I'm also deeply intuitive as fuck. I feel every goddamn thing. And so I learned to embrace what it feels like to be in my body, feeling as deeply as I do. Can tell like that when a motherfucker's being a motherfucker. And I gotta say that some of you motherfuckers is being motherfuckers, and I can't stand it. And this includes myself. It don't make no sense to fight with a motherfucker about a power that you already possess. It doesn't make sense to go toe to toe and try to argue with a bitch who you say is beneath you, yet you treat them like they're above you. I want to delete this post and not post it. I want to delete what I've already said. I want to cancel this and then like move away. However, I feel that this needs to be said, and I feel that it needs to be said out of my mouth as raw as I'm saying it. And so I'm going to accept that in this moment, I'm choosing to move forward, accepting whatever this raw expression is that's coming out, as opposed to rejecting it and putting it away and trying to present it more manicured so people don't get mad at me. I guess I don't mind if people get mad at me. I can't keep looking and listening to individuals in the same breath try to explain themselves as if they believe that white people were going to, out of the kindness of their own hearts, using the generalizations that, people use sometimes, do certain things to honor them. If they didn't care about you then, they don't care about you now. Time ain't healed those wounds, boo. You need to do some inner work and heal your own wounds, baby. In the same way that they wasn't cooking y'all meals, okay? They're not about to give you what you think you want. I'm not telling you to take it from them. I'm telling you to take it from yourself. I understand the phrase, they're killing us. Okay, well, you talk about your ancestors and the power they have. Some of y'all ancestors chose death over bondage. Thank you, Killmonger. Are you a descendant of the power you come from? Because you're going to die regardless, or are you going to let your soul die while you're allegedly living? Or if you're going to experience death so intensely, are you going to just let that shit be real if it's going to be real? It's giving, you talk about the power you allegedly have and your soul not being broken while walking around like your soul broke. What did Jacqueline Carr said? How the fuck you gonna act like a winner but look defeated? She didn't put the fuck part in there. I put that in there. So to not put that in her, godly mouth. Babe. You got to give us our rights. We got to take our rights back. We got to take our... Babe, you still show up in spaces where they are and try to act somewhat still respectable, even a little bit, bitch. You're not winning the way that you think that you're winning when you think that you're gathering them and you think that you're getting them together and you think that you're fighting. You think... Why do you think what you're looking at looks so similar to what the fuck has been going on for a while? Get back to your ancestral altar and let those folks tell you. We made them our priority, and we realize and understand now that was the mistake. If there was one, because there aren't mistakes, that doesn't exist. If there is one, it's assuming that I need to ask you to give me my power back or fight you for my power when you don't have it. You want to know why they haven't given you fucking 40 acres and a mule? You want to know why they haven't given you reparations or anything the fuck else? They don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have it to give you. You're trying to fight a source to give you something that they don't have. And clearly, they're not the ones to just come out and say, we don't have your power. You do. So what do? Behave like they got the power you gave them.